Jaden Smith sparked discussions online about comments regarding his mother. And now that discussion is spreading across the internet because Jada Pinkett Smith has often widely talked about online. According to online discussions, people close to the family over the years suggest that certain experiences within the household may have affected Jaden emotionally and shaped how he expresses himself today. Jaden Smith is 27 years old today. And if you look only on surface, his life appears like a typical Hollywood success story from outside. Two famous parents acting roles since he was a small child, his own music career, and his own fashion brand. He seemed to have every opportunity handed to him. But then you really start paying attention to him. In February 2026, he suddenly walked off a red carpet interview when a reporter mentioned a designer linked to Kanye West incident. No explanation at all, he simply turned around and left. The reporter looked straight at the camera and said, "I guess we will never find out."
Jaden Smith to design using footwear with Ye. What are y'all cooking up? Guess we'll never find out.
In October 2024, he appeared in a 45-minute press interview where his answers stood out in a very unusual way, as he repeatedly referenced lines from the Twilight movies. At one point, he even pulled handwritten notes from his pocket containing Twilight quotes, using them during the conversation in a serious press setting. The moment quickly circulated online because of how unexpected it seemed in that environment. Later, in an interview with Billboard, he spoke openly about his personal feelings and challenges, and these were his exact words. "The older I get, the more afraid I become to even step outside. Now, it takes everything in me just to leave my bedroom, to even walk out of my house."
24 case study, The Long-Term Effects of Young Love, is really a snapshot of my mental state currently when it comes to trying to be a human and relate with people in the digital age that we live in. The mental landscapes of people are changing and the psychology of people is changing. Honestly, I just wanted to make it because I'm sad, and it's my sadness that connects me with my community and my fans. I'm hoping that I can leave enough information behind for psychologists of the future to look back and be like, man, what was really wrong with this guy? Like, there's some serious stuff that's wrong with him. Like, what is it?
At one point, he worked on an entire EP while spending time in a studio environment where he has spoken about having therapeutic support present during the creative process, and he described moments of emotional intensity during recording sessions. He later shared that he hoped future listeners and even professionals in psychology might study the project one day to better understand his emotional state and creative mindset. Some people interpret this as unconventional artistic expression, while others see it as a reflection of deeper emotional struggles that come with growing up in the public eye. And this is where opinions begin to divide. A lot of viewers dismiss it as eccentric behavior, just another example of a young celebrity trying to find identity under pressure. But others question whether there is something deeper behind these moments, something that reflects long-term emotional strain.
You're working with Jaden Smith to design using footwear with Ye. What are y'all cooking up? Guess we'll never find out.
Honestly, this wasn't the first time Kanye-related moments drew attention around Jaden either. Back in October 2022, during Kanye West's YZY Season 9 Paris fashion show, Jaden was present when the event took place. The appearance of Kanye wearing a White Lives Matter shirt created a strong reaction across the fashion and entertainment world. Around that time, Jaden publicly shared that he did not support certain statements made during the show, saying that Kanye did not represent the youth, which quickly circulated online and sparked discussion. Then, following the 2026 red carpet walkout moment, another clip from Paris began circulating online where Jaden is seen reacting strongly to a sudden hailstorm. In the footage, he appears visibly surprised by the intensity of the weather, saying things like, "Ice is falling from the sky," and reacting to how unusual the moment felt in real time. The clip was widely shared and interpreted in different ways across social media, adding to ongoing conversations about his public behavior during unexpected situations.
Dog, it's hailing in Paris, bro. Ice is falling from the sky. It was cold. I knew it was cold, bro. Ice is bouncing off of, dog. Do you see this? Rain doesn't...
And truthfully, this wasn't the first time Kanye-related moments drew public attention around Jaden either. Back in October 2022, Jaden attended Kanye West's YZY Season 9 Paris runway show during a period that sparked major discussion across the fashion industry. When Kanye appeared wearing a White Lives Matter shirt, it created widespread controversy online, and Jaden later posted that he could not support certain statements made during the show, adding that Kanye did not represent the youth. The moment was widely shared and debated across social media platforms at the time. Then, a few weeks after the 2026 red carpet walkout, a separate clip from Paris began circulating online, showing Jaden during a sudden hailstorm. In the footage, he reacts in real time to the unexpected weather, saying, "Bro, ice is falling from the sky," and expressing surprise at the intensity of the hail. The clip quickly spread online, with viewers reacting differently to the moment and adding it into ongoing discussions about his
I'd never really given much thought to how I would die, but dying in the place of someone I love seemed like a pretty good way to go.
Okay, so I've been tagged in that video a lot, and it's because Jaden Smith is giving an interview to Complex, and that's a quote from the 2008 film Twilight. But what I feel like people aren't talking about enough is that, first of all, everything he says in that interview, I think, is a movie quote, but also Twilight gets quoted twice.
How does that think about that?
You know, it's the fluorescence.
It's kind of big.
And then there's the EP. His 2024 project was not just a typical studio album. It was created during a period where Jaden has spoken about working through emotions while also receiving therapeutic support alongside the creative process. He has described moments during recording as deeply emotional, including times where he said he was crying in the studio, reflecting how personal the experience felt to him. He also mentioned in interviews that he hoped future listeners, including professionals in psychology, might one day analyze the project.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
The magic kind, of course. Introduced to plant medicine 10 years ago to deal with my depression.
Always in my head talking, telling me what I was and what I wasn't. And for the first time, I had like a ego dissolution where I was like, that was the moment that really changed me. You get to a place in your life where you're blocked by something, whether it's a trauma, whether it's your emotions, your ego, not being able to express yourself. And then I feel like psychedelics are a way to tear down that wall and see what's beyond it. Doing it guided with people that are professionals, I feel like really increases the chances of having that mystical.
Jada Pinkett Smith has previously shared on Red Table Talk that she had been using plant-based medicine for several years as part of her personal mental health journey after earlier being prescribed medication like Prozac. Jaden Smith, meanwhile, has also spoken in interviews about psychedelics in a broader philosophical context, describing it as something that helped him explore emotional barriers. In his words, he explained it as a way of understanding internal blocks, whether related to emotions, personal struggles, or difficulty expressing oneself, and how some experiences can shift perspective. However, he has not gone into specific personal details about what those internal struggles are, keeping that part of his life private. This has led some viewers to interpret his comments in different ways, while others simply see it as an artist reflecting on mental health and self-exploration. And that brings us to a wider conversation about the Smith family dynamic. In October 2023, Jada Pinkett Smith shared revelations from her memoir confirming that she and Will Smith had been separated since 2016, years before the public became aware. She explained that they had been living separate lives while maintaining a public image of togetherness for a period of time. According to her, even their children, including Jaden and Willow, were navigating that reality within the family structure. In a later interview on the Today Show, she reflected on that period, saying, "By the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of..."
Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh, why it fractured, that's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
When you look at the timeline more closely, it adds another layer to the story from Jaden's perspective. In 2016, he was around 18 years old, entering adulthood while his family life was already going through major changes behind the scenes. From that point onward, he grew up during a period where his parents were navigating a complicated relationship dynamic, while still appearing together publicly in interviews, events, and media appearances. For an outside viewer, it often looked like a traditional Hollywood couple image, but internally, the situation had already shifted in ways that were not fully visible to the public. Then came one of the most widely discussed live television moments in recent award show history, the 2022 Oscars. During the ceremony, Will Smith walked on stage and slapped Chris Rock after a joke directed at Jada Pinkett Smith, creating immediate shock across the room and millions watching around the world. Moments later, he returned to the stage and referred to Jada as his wife during his acceptance speech, which intensified global attention on the situation. Later on, Jada Pinkett Smith clarified in interviews that their relationship status had been more complex for years, stating that they had not been using traditional labels in the same way privately. She explained that much of what the public saw did not fully reflect their internal reality. And through all of these shifting narratives, Jaden Smith was already aware of the difference between public perception and private family dynamics long before the...
I'm out here. Richard. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
A source cited in media reports claimed that Jaden and Willow Smith experienced a sense of relief when certain long-standing family matters became more openly discussed, suggesting that years of public speculation and private complexity had placed emotional pressure on them. At the same time, Jada Pinkett Smith has shared personal reflections in her memoir and interviews, including her struggles with mental health and periods of emotional difficulty, as well as her use of psychedelic experiences as part of her personal healing journey. She has also made critical comments about certain moments in her life with Will Smith, including how she perceived some public celebrations and events, which sparked wide discussion online. This is the broader environment that surrounded Jaden during his upbringing, a highly visible family life under constant public attention. In 2019, reports and public comments suggested that concerns arose within the household regarding Jaden's health and lifestyle choices at the time, particularly related to his diet and physical condition. Will and Jada addressed the situation publicly, with Will mentioning concerns about his appearance, while Jada also spoke about noticing changes in his physical health. A portion of this discussion was later shared publicly, adding to the visibility of their family dynamics. Then came another widely discussed moment in the family's public narrative, Jada's past relationship with singer August Alsina, which she later addressed on Red Table Talk. During that conversation, she and Will Smith spoke openly about the situation, and Jada used the word entanglement, which quickly became a viral topic across social media. While much of the public attention focused on jokes and memes, the moment also sparked deeper conversations about relationships, boundaries, and communication within high-profile families. And within that public reaction, several details and perspectives were overshadowed by the intensity of online discourse at the time.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely. The only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as...
August Alsina was not simply an unrelated figure appearing suddenly around the Smith family. According to widely discussed public narratives, he had connections within overlapping social and professional circles linked to the entertainment industry. This is why, when the story eventually became public, it generated so much discussion online. Many viewers felt it was tied into a much closer network of relationships rather than being completely separate from a family's environment. At the same time, August Alsina has spoken publicly in interviews, including The Breakfast Club, about going through a difficult personal period in his life. He described experiencing instability, a lack of strong support systems, and challenges within his family relationships. He also spoke about dealing with serious emotional struggles during that time, along with health-related complications that affected his well-being. It was during this vulnerable phase of his life that the relationship later became public, which led to widespread online debate and commentary about timing, boundaries, and power dynamics within high-profile situations. The conversation eventually expanded beyond the individuals involved and became a broader cultural discussion. Comedian D.L. Hughley later commented on the situation, offering a different perspective by comparing how public reactions might differ depending on gender roles in similar circumstances. He pointed out that public perception often changes depending on who is involved, suggesting that reactions would likely have been much more intense if the roles were reversed. As he put it, "You can't tell me if that were Will. He'd never be saving the world again."
Okay, well, he was sick, and he was mentally sick, and he was emotionally sick. Now, that's predatory. Let me tell you something. If you are sick, like you, he's physically ill.
Yeah.
He's emotionally, and then the damage you do. Like, this dude was talking about kids, right? So it isn't just you having an affair or whatever you do. It's that in your wake, because you felt bad, that dude was behind it.
Still is.
And you can't tell me.
Comedian D.L. Hughley later weighed in on the broader conversation, offering a critical perspective on how certain situations are interpreted in the public eye. He argued that when someone is in a visibly unstable emotional state, it raises difficult questions about boundaries, responsibility, and how the public reacts to personal relationships that become public discussion. His comments added another layer to an already heated online debate where people were analyzing the situation from multiple different angles. From there, the conversation online shifted toward Jaden's perspective within the family environment, especially how children in high-profile households often experience events that later become public discourse. He grew up in a world where private moments could easily become global headlines and where personal relationships were constantly discussed, analyzed, and reshaped by media narratives. At the same time, online speculation around Hollywood families often blends verified facts with interpretation, making it difficult to clearly separate reality from internet theory. And this is where discussions around Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith often expand into long-standing rumors and public perceptions that have circulated for decades. Over the years, various media outlets and online commentators have speculated about different aspects of Will Smith's personal life, but none of these claims have ever been officially confirmed. Separately, interviews involving Jaden Smith have sometimes been interpreted in different ways by audiences, especially when taken out of full context. However, what remains consistent is that much of this narrative exists in the space between public appearances, media commentary, and online interpretation. And that raises a bigger question viewers continue to ask: how much of what we see in celebrity culture reflects reality, and how much is shaped by public perception?
Did he try and kiss you and stuff? I saw you guys on Ellen and you were a lot?
All the time.
So even on set, he wasn't even trying to
No, not on the set he wasn't trying to kiss me, but after the set he'll try to kiss me or any...
Jaguar Wright later commented on the broader discussion in a recorded interview in May 2024, where she referenced various public clips involving Will Smith and his family during conversations about the Smith household. In her remarks, she connected those discussions to wider online speculation and interpretations that have circulated about the family over time. Her comments became part of an already ongoing public debate where different voices and perspectives were being shared across social media and interview platforms. As with many topics involving high-profile families, her statements were viewed by audiences in different ways, with some focusing on her perspective and others treating it as part of broader online commentary and speculation.
Don't be bad at everything.
Shit, yeah.
You was an all-right actress, you was a terrible wife, you was a bad mother. Who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it. Bilal told me everything.
Their good friend who...
Bilal told me. Jada, he told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child, as he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview.
In that interview, he said a lot. He said a lot.
He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith raped Jaden, he raped Bashir, and he raped Neek Mills, and you know it, Bilal.
Jaden Smith's personal identity has often been a topic of public discussion since his teenage years, largely due to his fashion choices, artistic expression, and public appearances. In 2016, he appeared at prom wearing clothing that sparked widespread media attention and online conversation about his style and self-expression. Over time, various media outlets and online communities have described him using different labels, while Jaden himself has not consistently confirmed or denied specific identity terms in public statements. In 2018 at the Camp Flog Gnaw Carnival, Jaden made a playful on-stage comment about Tyler, the creator, referring to him as "my boyfriend," which was understood by many as part of an on-stage joke or performance moment. Tyler's reaction in the crowd showed surprise, and the clip quickly circulated online. Beyond that, Jaden has maintained close friendships within the entertainment industry, including a long-standing friendship with Justin Bieber dating back to their early careers. In July 2024, Bieber publicly acknowledged their bond in a birthday message, reflecting on their friendship over the years. In April 2024 at Coachella, a fan-recorded video showed Jaden greeting Bieber backstage, where the two shared a brief hug. The moment was widely shared online and interpreted in different ways by viewers. Outlets such as TMZ reported it as a friendly interaction between longtime friends, while later social media discussions revisited the clip in different contexts. Overall, these moments have contributed to ongoing public curiosity about Jaden's personality, artistic identity, and long-term friendships within the entertainment world. By that point, several older clips of a teenage Justin Bieber, around 15 or 16 years old, featuring public appearances connected to industry events had resurfaced online and gone viral. As these videos began circulating again, social media users started revisiting them with renewed attention, often reinterpreting the context through modern discussions. The internet, as it often does, began connecting unrelated moments, timelines, and conversations, creating broader theories and narratives across different platforms. However, much of this discussion was based on speculation and user interpretation rather than verified information, with different viewers drawing different conclusions from the same clips.
Part of Epstein's thing was to get people in precarious situations, and then you have this footage that you can use against them to be able to have your way with champions of the industry and able to control policy.
You know, it's all right, architect.
Jaguar Wright linked this in a recorded interview to Scientology, claiming they monitor each other's associates and share information between groups. Many people outsource their manipulation and psychological control work to them for profit gain. That's LA. She later referenced the Smith family and implied something had been done to their own children.
Spy on each other's people for each other. You know, if they don't want to make it look like they're stalking one of their, defectees. They'll ask somebody from TMZ to do it for them. Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud, allegedly. Harvey. They farm it out, make it seem like it's just paparazzi stuff when they're actually doing investigation. And Scientologists, they're relentless. A lot of people farm out their gaslighting work to them for a profit.
So when you look at the timeline that people online often discuss, it becomes a mix of public events, media reports, and internet interpretation. Over the years, different rumors and claims have circulated across social media involving various figures in the entertainment industry, often blending confirmed appearances with unverified speculation. However, it's important to separate what is documented from what is being interpreted online. Public records and media coverage show that different celebrities from the music and entertainment world have crossed paths at events, parties, and industry gatherings over the years, which is common in Hollywood culture. At the same time, online discussions often take these connections and build broader narratives that go far beyond what is actually confirmed. One moment that brought renewed attention was in September 2024, after the public arrest and legal developments involving music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Following the widespread media coverage, many celebrities were asked questions or faced public speculation about their past interactions within the industry. During a live performance in San Diego, Will Smith briefly addressed the audience and responded to ongoing online jokes and memes surrounding his name and associations. He stated clearly to the crowd, "I need to make this very clear. I don't have anything to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop the memes." Nobody asked him. He volunteered. This moment was widely shared online and added another layer to the ongoing public conversation around celebrity relationships, media narratives, and how quickly speculation spreads in the digital age.
Now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true, And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I said, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have shit to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all their memes. I can stop all of that bullshit. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. So I do enough of my own shit. Don't be putting me in other people's bullshit. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumbass stuff, because it's like people, it's so many things, people say so much stuff, but that one, it was your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
By this point, the conversation online has reached a point where interpretation, speculation, and public perception all begin to blend together. Some commentators and online voices have made strong claims about the Smith family over the years, while others argue that much of it comes from misunderstanding, edited clips, and internet narratives that grow over time. What remains clear is that Jaden Smith has spent most of his life growing up in an extremely public environment where nearly every personal moment can be analyzed, replayed, and reframed by audiences online. And over time, fans have pointed to interviews, emotional statements, and creative projects as evidence of deeper struggles, while others see them simply as expressions of artistry and individuality under pressure. Even Jaden himself has spoken at different times about feeling misunderstood, about identity, pressure, and the difficulty of growing up in the spotlight, without always going into full detail about personal experiences. That silence is exactly what fuels ongoing discussion, because when someone lives their entire life in public view, every action becomes part of a larger story that is constantly being written by outside voices. But the truth is, only the people directly involved know what has truly shaped those experiences behind the scenes. And that leaves one final question for the audience watching all of this unfold. How much of what we see online is reality, and how much of it is interpretation built from fragments of a much larger story? If this story made you think differently about fame, family, and public perception, subscribe for more deep dive documentaries. We break down the stories most people only see in pieces.